You unbox a standard white envelope to discover a sudden, staggering $4,500 demand for a routine 15-minute clinical evaluation. Your mind instantly freezes as you calculate exactly how many months of hard-earned savings this single sheet of paper will consume. Why does a simple plastic item cost an astronomical $150 inside an examination room, but less than $2 at a retail pharmacy? The answer lies buried within an opaque corporate asset matrix known to medical institutions as the proprietary internal Chargemaster price list. This hidden ledger is where healthcare networks intentionally pad raw operational expenses by up to 500% to create an artificial baseline. Writing a check immediately means validating a highly calculated corporate opening offer, locking your personal portfolio into an unnecessary wealth deficit. You can completely dismantle this systemic illusion the moment you master the specific decoding sequence that forces institutional transparency. Modern consumer capitalism thrives on extreme information asymmetry, using an un-itemized master balance due to induce immediate compliance. Confronted by an aggregate total, most individuals suffer severe decision-making paralysis, either ignoring the document or blindly executing high-interest financing. To understand how this psychological manipulation operates, consider the classic behavioral mechanics of a premium luxury hotel minibar. Imagine checking out and discovering a vague, non-negotiable $500 refreshment fee slapped onto your final bill without a single itemized detail. No rational consumer would pay that blind aggregate sum without demanding a granular breakdown of every single beverage actually consumed. Yet millions yield to this exact framing effect daily when dealing with medical bills, completely ignoring their legal right to audit. The paradigm shifts entirely the moment you formally request an official itemized bill, populated with standardized 5-digit CPT codes. Current procedural terminology codes strip away the confusing corporate narrative, forcing the institution to map its claims to regulated definitions. Automated corporate billing algorithms are systematically optimized to maximize revenue by layering multiple overlapping processing fees onto a single visit. A granular audit routinely exposes blatant systemic errors, including egregious charges for basic supplies or critical services that never occurred. Arbitrary commercial facility surcharges, designed purely to inflate retail margins, instantly begin to dissolve under the pressure of formal verification. By decoupling the actual medical treatment from the hospital's internal pricing facade, you ground the entire negotiation in verified data. This specific financial literacy strategy transforms an overwhelming emotional crisis into a standard, highly manageable corporate data reconciliation process. Protecting your hard-earned liquid assets requires moving past passive compliance and actively auditing the systemic machinery of consumer capitalism. Mastering the hidden algorithms of the modern financial landscape is the ultimate upgrade to your personal economic intelligence. Tap the subscribe button right now to permanently inoculate your household budget against the predatory pricing structures of corporate entities. Let us examine exactly what happens when an analytical consumer directly challenges a multi-billion-dollar medical network using raw data. The financial divergence between blind compliance and a structured code audit is far more massive than you think. Let us examine exactly what happens when an analytical consumer directly challenges a multi-billion-dollar medical network using raw data. Consumer A represents the compliant payer, immediately draining their emergency fund to satisfy an initial $8,200 un-itemized outpatient balance. Consumer B acts as the analytical auditor, instantly cross-referencing that identical bill against publicly mandated hospital price transparency data. By treating the hospital's opening commercial offer as a non-negotiable statutory debt, Consumer A instantly surrenders their liquid assets. Conversely, Consumer B forces the network onto a transparent ledger, stripping away artificial facility surcharges to reveal the true baseline. The final audited settlement stabilizes at a justified market rate of $1,150, saving thousands of dollars through pure financial literacy. This staggering divergence proves that numbers printed on a corporate medical invoice are completely detached from actual operational costs. Institutional networks routinely weaponize administrative complexity, banking on the fact that the average individual will pay without questioning. Reclaiming control over your personal portfolio requires dismantling this information asymmetry by deploying a systematic, data-driven defense protocol. The moment you actively challenge the structural framing of an invoice, you reverse the psychological pressure back onto the institution. Knowing how to navigate these proprietary billing structures is the ultimate barrier protecting your long-term household wealth accumulation curve. You do not have to accept the predatory retail pricing strategies dictated by opaque administrative software catalogs. To permanently inoculate your cash flow, you must execute a scientific asset protection sequence called the 3-tier invoice deconstruction routine. Step 1 is to issue a formal, written demand for a fully itemized bill detailing every single 5-digit CPT code. This specific administrative request legally forces the hospital's billing department to pause standard collection timelines while they compile the data. Step 2 requires inputting those specific 5-digit CPT codes directly into open-source pricing databases like healthcarebluebook.com. Cross-referencing these codes against the local CMS Medicare lookup tables allows you to instantly extract the true regional market valuation. This step exposes the exact percentage markup embedded in the original balance, handing you the raw data needed for negotiation. Step 3 is to deploy our proprietary fair market valuation settlement script via certified mailing directly to the patient financial services director. Bypassing frontline phone representatives prevents you from falling into repetitive conversational loops designed to protect corporate revenue. Sending data-backed, written documentation straight to executive decision-makers forces the network to accept a realistic, audited settlement. The very next time you receive a balance notification, do not log into the digital payment portal to submit blind compliance. Instead, copy our exact open-source audit script from the pinned comment below and call the billing supervisor tomorrow at 9 a.m. Formally refuse to discuss a single dollar of payment until every single 5-digit code is fully detailed and justified by their office. Take control of your money psychology today. Eliminate systemic financial illusions and upgrade your household's economic intelligence permanently.